In this video, I'll show you how to access your devices remotely using SSH. Let's first have a look at what is SSH. It stands for Security Shell, and it is actually a simple way to access whatever device remotely just by tapping the password and being connected to the same network. So these are some use cases. So you want to access another computer. Here I am on Windows. I want to access another computer from my computer, and maybe I want to access a board like a Raspberry Pi, or I want to access my smartphone. And it's really valuable for whatever device you want to connect to. These are the requirements you need to fit. So to connect to those devices, you need to be, as I said, you have to be connected to the same network, to the same Wi-Fi if you're at home. You need to install these dependencies. So this is the way you install dependencies on Linux. You need to find a way to install those dependencies on your target device. And this is the things you need to know if you want to successfully connect to your target. Firstly, you need to know the IP address, and then the username, and then the password. And I'll show you how to get those data. So this is step one. Step one is to simply type cmd. Let's go here, cmd, command prompt, and then you just need to type ipconfig, let's say, and here you are. You will have this diagram here, and you just need to focus on the last part where you see wireless LAN adapter Wi-Fi. This is all the things, all the data regarding the Wi-Fi. We don't want to connect to the local area network. We don't want to connect to the VirtualBox network. We don't want to connect to the other networks. So this is the network we want to connect to. Then you need to look at this IPv4 address. This is the address that your router will give you, and this is basically the address, the IP address. As we said here, wait a second, here we need to know the IP address, but also the username and the password. So in this case, this is our IP address. We want to know the IP address of our target device. So how do we know that? So you just need to follow the step 2, sorry. So it is what I'm doing here is just taking these IP address here, copying it here, and just replacing the last number with the number 1. So what we'll do is just connect to with your local router, because all routers will be at .1. So the same. This is the first numbers are the same for all devices connected to this to the router, and the first one will always be your home router. And so here you just need to log in. In my case, I don't know if it is also your case, but it's pretty simple. It's admin as well. If you don't know the password, you just can look at the back of your router, and you'll find all not only the password to connect to the network, but also the password to connect to the main website of your router. And here you can get everything, all the devices connected to the so you can just look at Wi-Fi clients. This is the name of my network, and this is the devices connected to it. In my case, I have a board, as you can see here, and it is connected by Ethernet to my Wi-Fi. So I can just go here, DSP clients, and in this case it is ROC64, and so here is the IP address. So I can just copy this address, as simple as that, and go on with our commands. So this was the first requirement to get here the IP address. Then we need to get the username and the password. In this case, the username we already know is the host name, actually, ROC64. This is my board, as I said. And so we just need to know the password. And password is not only needed if you maybe have a board or device where there is no password, but usually you will have a password. You need to know the password, so you should know what the password is. So this is the command actually. So this is the way we can log into the router. Now that we have all our information, we can just type the command here. This is the syntax: SSH plus the username. As I said, username is this one, hostname. Then we just need to type this nail symbol here, and last but not the least, the IP address. As I said, as we got before, this is the IP address of this board here, and that's it. If you want, you can use this software as I used in the previous video. It is called Teratum. Here is the software. We just need to, so in this case it shows me already what is the name I need to type. So in this case I need to select SSH. I already used it before, so it's really autocomplete for me, and you can leave it 22, this default, don't need to use it. Here you can just type EP4, or can leave unspec, it's the same, and just press OK. It will ask you for the passphrase, the password. I'll type rock64. This is also basic password in this case. And so if you want, you can also try to crack board or whatever device you're connecting to. So in most cases it will be either the same name, so in this case rock4, and the password will be also rock4, or maybe a root. Usually another common passphrase is root. Just click OK, wait some seconds, it is connected, connecting. Here we are connected, we are inside the board. As you can see, here I was using OpenCV, and here we are. So want to create, I don't know, a directory, let's say directory hello. You see you cannot create, you can just type sudo and retype the password, and now you can do whatever you want. You'll have full control. No, also wrong. Hello, here we are, we created those directories. So as simple as that. A common issue is if you are trying to connect to a device where those dependencies are not installed. If you don't have an OpenSSH server, let's say I want to connect to my iPad, and so in this case I will reopen Teratum and I will write something like that. And this is the name, so let's see if it works. As I was saying, seems like it is trying to connect. Let's wait some seconds. As you see, it doesn't look like it's working. This is because you don't have an OpenSSH server. As you said, connection timeout. You didn't get any response from the server, from the SSH server, because there is actually no server. So be careful to install those dependencies.